here's a question for everyone listening. What if the toys in your pediatric waiting room could actually reduce anxiety and keep kids calm instead of adding to the chaos? Today, we're talking about magnetic wall toys for pediatric clinics and why they're becoming the go-to solution in 2026.
Yeah, and I think what makes this conversation so timely is that clinic owners are finally realizing that the right play equipment does more than just entertain. It shapes the entire waiting room experience for families.
Exactly. So let's start broad. Why are magnetic wall toys such a strong fit for pediatric clinics specifically?
Well, think about what's happening in a waiting room. Kids are anxious, parents are stressed, and space is limited. Magnetic wall toys solve three problems at once. They keep children engaged, they don't take up floor space, and they're contained. So there's no clutter or loose pieces rolling around.
Right. And that containment piece is huge. I mean, have you ever been in a waiting room where toys are scattered everywhere? It feels chaotic before you even sit down.
Totally. And the beauty of wall-mounted toys is they redirect a child's attention. Instead of worrying about the appointment, kids focus on something fun and hands-on. That makes the whole visit easier for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. So, what should clinic administrators actually look for when they're shopping for these toys?
Great question. You want wall-mounted installation, obviously, but also durability because these toys are going to see daily use in high-traffic spaces. Quiet play is another big one. Nobody wants noisy toys in a medical office, and easy cleaning is non-negotiable for infection control.
That last point about cleaning ties directly into what the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends, right? Easy to clean materials create safer environments.
Exactly. Hard surfaces that wipe down easily are preferred. Magnetic wall toys fit that perfectly because they're smooth, durable, and you can sanitize them quickly between patients. I actually remember installing one in a small clinic last year, and within a week, the receptionist told me it was the best decision they'd made. Kids stopped climbing on the furniture.
That's the kind of real-world feedback that matters. Now, let's talk specific products. What's a top pick for most pediatric clinics?
The funny face magnetic wall activity is a highly popular choice. It's playful, easy for kids to understand, and it has this polished, child-friendly design that feels intentional in a healthcare setting. Plus, it's made with shatter-resistant safety glass and a solid maple wood frame, so it's built to last.
I actually saw one of those in a dental office recently, and the kids were completely absorbed. It encourages creative expression and fine motor skills through magnetic wand play, right?
Yes, and it supports social-emotional learning too. Kids can interact with it individually or together, which is great for shared use in waiting rooms. And honestly, if you're worried about kids getting bored, these magnetic toys seem to have endless replay value. Or maybe kids just really like making funny faces.
Ha, I think we all do. What about clinics that want something more STEM-focused?
Then the MagWiz Magnetic Sensory Gears STEM wall activity is a solid choice. It combines magnetic play with mechanical cause and effect learning. Kids turn gears, build spatial reasoning, and develop fine motor precision, all while staying quietly engaged.
I see, that's helpful.
MagWiz systems are also customizable. You can add racetracks or additional gears to scale up the activity, which works well for larger waiting spaces or museums.
That customization with gears and activities really sets up our next piece: how to maintain these toys so they last. But first, a quick word from our sponsor.
At Little People's Cove, we specialize in commercial-grade wall toys and interactive activity panels designed for pediatric clinics, museums, and children's waiting areas. From sensory wall panels and bead mazes to fine motor and STEM-based activities, our wall-mounted solutions encourage hands-on play without the clutter of loose toys. Built for durability and easy cleaning, they're ideal for high-traffic healthcare environments. Find our products at littlepeoplescove.com.
Picking up on that customization with gears and activities, how do you actually keep magnetic wall toys clean and hygienic in a busy clinic?
Honestly, it's pretty straightforward. Because they're hard, smooth surfaces, you can wipe them down with standard disinfectants between uses. No fabric, no crevices where germs hide, just quick, routine sanitation.
And that routine matters, especially in pediatric offices where infection control is a priority.
Definitely. The other maintenance tip is to check the magnetic components periodically. Make sure the wands are secure and that there are no loose parts. But honestly, these toys are designed for high traffic use, so they hold up remarkably well.
You mentioned durability earlier. How long can clinics expect these toys to last?
With commercial grade construction, you're looking at years of daily use. Some institutions report using the same wall panels for over a decade without major issues. That's because they're built with materials like maple wood and safety glass, not flimsy plastic.
So, to everyone listening who manages a pediatric clinic, think about this. What if investing in the right toys today could transform your waiting area into a calmer, more organized space for years to come?
And the function goes beyond entertainment. These toys support developmental growth, fine motor skills, sensory development, early literacy, and numeracy. Kids are learning while they wait. In other words, you're creating a space where waiting time becomes developmental time.
Right. The benefits stack up: anxiety reduction, clutter control, developmental support. That's 3 wins in one investment.
Exactly. And because they're wall mounted, you're using vertical space that would otherwise go unused. Floor space stays open for families to move around comfortably.
Before we wrap, any final thoughts on choosing the best magnetic wall toy?
I'd say match the toy to your space and audience. If you serve younger kids, go for something visually playful like the funny face. If you have older children or a STEM focus, the MagWiz gears are fantastic. And don't overlook budget-friendly options like magnetic tic-tac-toe for smaller clinics.
That's really practical advice. Thanks for breaking this down with us today. Magnetic wall toys are clearly a smart, space-saving solution that keeps children calm and creates a better experience for families.
Happy to share. These toys help turn waiting areas into organized, engaging environments, and that benefits everyone who walks through the door.